captains for the coin toss for the Bulldogs, number 3, Dalvin Adams, number 9, Rowan Hart, number 14,
You're good.
Devin Adams, and number 15, Maurice Vaughn. Captains for the Tigers, number 5, Cal Cousins, number 7, Jasper Allison, number 28, Cedric Martin, and number 64, Jacob Snyder.
Hey, Robin, how are you, buddy? Doing all right?
Tonight's officials, Zach Sack, Tim Cachero, Shane Wade, John Johnson, and Phil Alex.
I don't know how long this is going to reach, so I think you're good right there for now. Okay.
As a result of the coin toss, the Bulldogs will receive, and the Tigers will defend the north end zone.
Anything else I can do to help?
I think we're good for right now.
You have something on the broadcast now? Should this picture be there?
Yeah. Hi, everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you as we are live from Ferry Field. Thanks for joining us again here on Duck Bait TV. I think we're up and running now. It's been a little interesting getting everything going here this evening, but I think we're good to go. And it is just about time to get this one started. The Fort Scott Tigers will be kicking off to start things here tonight, just like they did last week, as they take on a team that we don't know a whole lot about, the Springfield Central Bulldogs from Springfield, Missouri. All the way from Springfield, Missouri. They were supposed to play the Tigers a couple of years ago, but due to COVID restrictions in the Springfield area, they were either chose to not come this far or were not allowed to come this far. As that is quite a ways to come for a high school football game. But they're here this year, and we're just about ready to go. Not sure what the delay is just yet. Now they give the ball to the kicker for the Tigers. Lennox Van, we learned after the game last week, was in concussion protocol, and so he did not finish the game the other night. And so we got a new kicker here this evening, and that is recovered by Springfield Central as we are underway here in the first quarter this evening.
Under center for the Bulldogs, 0, Donovan Martin.
So Donovan Martin is the quarterback. He will hand it off to one of the tailbacks. I need a roster. I don't know where mine is.
On carry number 14, Devin Adams.
Did you grab one?
Stop on the Tigers made by Jasper Allison.
Can you please?
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6 from the 38-yard line.
So second down here for the Tigers. Another handoff here for Springfield Central, and they would get around the right side. We did not get a depth chart, and I left my roster at home, I guess. I don't see it for them. I know quite a few of the Tiger players, of course. So we'll get that fixed as we go along here. But anyway, it is now third down for the Bulldogs. Third down, and we'll call it 2. Handoff goes to the tailback. He's going to get around the right side, and he will get enough for the first down initially, but a flag does come down.
Flag on the play. Holding is the call against the Bulldogs.
So a penalty on Central. That will back them up. See if it can have the effect on the Bulldogs tonight as it did on the Chiefs last night. Inopportune time. So third down and 12 now after that penalty. Quarterback's going to keep it around to the right side. Tigers all around there. It will shove him out of bounds. He got close to the original line of scrimmage, but that is it. So Donovan Martin with the carry, the quarterback keeper there, and didn't get a whole lot. It'll be fourth down. And now we'll see if Central throws or sends the punt team out there, and it looks like they are.
From the 35-yard line, it's fourth down.
So fourth down.
Bulldogs in punt formation, back to punt.
And the Bulldogs will go back in punt formation. They are 1-1 on the young season, but they have not beaten a team the size of Fort Scott since 2015. They had a 53-game losing streak. We'll tell you more about that as we go along here tonight. Here's a kick. It's straight up in the air. Tigers got to get away from it. It's going to take a Springfield Central roll, and it will roll down inside the 20-yard line down to about the 18, and that's where the Tigers will start their opening drive here this evening.
7 yards on the punt, no return. Ball spotted on the 18-yard line. First down, Tigers.
First down and 10. And Colton Rogers will be the starting quarterback here this evening. He played really well in the second half last week for the Tigers. Handoff there goes to Jasper, and Allison will get about 3 on the play. 10:32 to play here in the first quarter. And the Tigers with their first possession after stopping Springfield Central on a 3-and-out.
Second down and 7 from the 21-yard line.
The Bulldogs, a Class 5 team from the state of Missouri, but they don't play that kind of competition all year long. They play more Class 1 and Class 2 schools, a couple of Class 3 schools, and Jasper Allison gets a nice hole right up the middle, and he will take it enough for the first down. So a big first down there for Allison and the Tigers in these brand new red uniforms here this evening. They are Adidas brand uniforms, and they look pretty slick. The Tigers, the red tops, the red pants, the white letters and numbers, and, of course, the white helmets that were new a year ago. So Fort Scott changing some things up. And so far, the Tigers, a big hole around the right side for Colton. He gets past one, can't get past the second tackler, but he gets a big gain of about 13, 14 maybe even, up to near the 45-yard line. They'll spot it right at the 44. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. Second straight first down for Fort Scott here. And now we'll see what the Tigers do here on this first down play. Again, Springfield probably about the size of Pittsburgh in school enrollment, but they're playing schools more similar to teams like Columbus and Girard most of the season. Here's a pitch to the outside. That's stuffed in the backfield. That was Chase Heyer who got the pitch that time, and he stopped there for a loss on the play. It'll be back to the 40. So we'll call it second down and about 14 for Fort Scott. They got to get it near the 45 on the other side of the field.
Second down and 14 from the 40-yard line.
Coming up on 9 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Fort Scott and Springfield Central still tied at 0. Run right up the middle that time for Cal Cousins, and he's going to make a couple guys miss, get a pretty good-sized gain on it. About 9 or 10 yards on the play. It'll be right near midfield. We'll call it the 49. A gain of 9 on that play. It'll bring up third down and 5 for the Tigers.
Third down and 6.
And Colton's going to keep it. Did not get the first down. Did get a couple of yards on the play. Now we'll see what Coach Graham has for the decision-making at this point. Fourth down, we'll call it 3. Looks like they're running an extra lineman out there. They might be going for it here. It's kind of in that in-between territory where if you punt it, it might go into the end zone and give you a touchback. If you go for it, it's a 4th and short. And you got to think Fort Scott, with the way they're running their offense, got to feel like it's a makeable 4th down play, and it is a makeable 4th down play. So Colton Rogers needed the 46. He got to the 44. So he went right through that line. He did not get touched until he got tackled. So a nice hole for the Fort Scott offensive lineman, and that makes it first down Fort Scott. Again, Colton Rogers starting under center tonight for the Tigers. Lennox fan did see him in his uniform tonight. Throw down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. A little bit behind the receiver. That was intended for Dub Chipman, and threw it in just a little bit behind him, and it was read perfectly by the defensive back there for Springfield Central, and he intercepted the pass. Flag is down. Now let's check what that is. I don't see it. The guys in the press box see it. Maybe a sideline warning. Oh, they're going to say hold on Fort Scott, so it's not going to make any difference anyway. So it'll be Springfield Central ball after a quick turnover here for the Tigers. 7:40 left to go in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs with their second possession now of the ball game. Not much there at all. The Fort Scott Tiger defense got in the backfield. Devin Adams with the carry that time. And Eli Martin got the tackle for the Tigers. It's no gain on the play, second down and 10. Ball still at the 20.
Second down and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun this time. I think that's the first time they've done that tonight. Throw, sidearm throw. Pass is deflected and knocked away by the Tiger defense. Looked like,
from Martin, intended for number 14, Devin Adams.
I believe that was Ty Marbury on the defense there for the Tigers.
Ty Marbury. No gain on the play.
So third down and 10. Fort Scott's defense really has played well so far in this game. We'll see if they can keep it going. Really, the offense played pretty well on their drive also, just had the turnover at the wrong time. Quarterback out of the shotgun again. He's going to hand it off. He does hand it off. I thought that was going to be a fake for a second. Jalen Ndongi.
Number 4, Jalen Ndongi, the ball carrier.
Ndongi. So you don't pronounce the N at the beginning of that name. So I was waiting as Dusty Drake, our public address announcer here at Fort Scott, does a phenomenal job of getting some of those pronunciations that we're not sure of before the game starts. So Jalen Ndongi was the ball carrier that time, and he got nothing either. So fourth down and 10 for Central. And they will at least be in punt formation and kick it away to the Tigers. Taking a line drive kick taken by Cal right at the 50. Gets across, breaks one tackler, and shakes another one. He's to the 40. He's got a lane to the outside. Can he get by another tackler? He does to the 30. Inside the 30, down to the 20, and then a late flag comes in. That may be a late hit on Springfield Central. So the Tigers are going to get an amazing field position. After a nice return by Cal Cousins, they couldn't wrap him up.
34 yards on the punt.
Whatever the Chiefs receivers had on their hands last night, Cal had on his jersey right there because he slipped a couple of guys. Got the ball down to where it was snapped from, and then they'll tack on the penalty here. It should. if it is on Springfield Central, and it is.
Personal foul.
So that should be half the distance. Ball on the 10-yard line, so it's going to be first and goal all of a sudden for the Fort Scott Tigers. 6:06 to play in the first quarter. Fort Scott with possession on the Bulldog 10-yard line. Colton back under center, and he will keep it. Tries to go to his right. He got hit in the backfield and taken down right about the line of scrimmage.
Rogers keeps on the play. No gain on the play.
So no gain on the play for Colton. It'll be second and goal for the Tigers. All looking to the near sideline. Try to get that sign from Coach Bo. And another good
Number 16, Colton Rogers.
push by the Springfield Central defensive line. Got in the backfield and stopped the Tigers for no gain. So third down and goal now.
No gain on the play. Third down, goal to go.
So third down and goal. The Tigers do need to score a touchdown in the next two plays, as they don't have enough room. Last week we had a couple of times where they were down in that yardage, still could get a first down. They cannot get a first down without scoring on this one. They're going to do a handoff to the near side. It's Shaw around the right side, dives for the pylon, and they say he's in! Touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers! Touchdown, Morgan Shaw! So the Tigers take their first lead of the season. And they will attempt a two-point conversion here. Again, Lennox Van in uniform but not playing at the moment. And they're going to get in. Colton gets in for the two-point conversion. So it is 8-0 Fort Scott here in the early going. So a good drive starting for Fort Scott on the 10-yard line of Springfield Central, and they capitalized after a nice return by Cal Cousins and then a penalty at the end of that return. Put the ball all the way down at the 10. It took the Tigers 3 plays, but they get in this end zone with Morgan Shaw. Little end-around play to the near side. And then Colton Rogers converts the two-point conversion, and it is 8-0 Fort Scott with 4:41 left to go here in the first quarter. Line drive kick that time, taken by one of the upmen for Springfield Central. Heard from a couple of sources that this team is comparable to Coffeyville with the athletes that they have. So Fort Scott probably trying to take that into account. They've had a couple of kickoffs now, and they've both been short. Trying to keep it away from those returners for Springfield Central. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. They'll have the ball on the Tiger 39-yard line. Again, 4:37 to play here in the first quarter. Tigers lead it 8-0. Thanks for joining us on Duckbait TV. First play on this drive is a handoff. It goes to Devin Adams. He goes to the right, comes back to the left now. He will be chased down and taken down by Dub Chipman, who chased him down from behind. Got in great position. Adams tried to stiff arm Chipman. And we've seen that in recent years, more often called as a face mask on the offensive player. It was not called that time on this play, but pretty close to one that time. And now it's second down, and not a lot there. It's Adams again. He gains one, maybe two. We'll see where they spot it, but it'll be third down. Third and short, but third down here for the Bulldogs. The Tigers just need a little bit of momentum. They got down early last week against Paola and did rally from a 34-6 deficit, made it 34-28, just ran out of time late, but they need a little bit of early momentum, and they're trying to keep that going here after an 8-0 lead already, and another chance to turn them over or get them to a fourth down at third and short. Handoff goes to the back, Adams. He got hit right near the line to gain. We'll see where they spot it, but I think it's going to be another yard short. So fourth down, I would expect Springfield Central to go for it on this play. We'll see what they do, but fourth down and 1. The ball is on the Springfield Central 48. They need to get to the 49, and they're going to call a timeout, it looks like. So Springfield Central will take their first timeout. 2:49 to play in the first quarter. And they understand the importance of this upcoming play.
Tiger fans, get your faces painted by the Fort Scott High School Thespians. They're located at the south end of the stadium. Also, while you're down there, the high school choir would like to invite you to the concession stand. The concession stand is located at the south end.
Again, thanks for joining us here on Duckbait TV. I'm going to try to do two things at once, which is never a good thing. No, not never, but not always a good thing, but I'm going to try to update the scoreboard while we have the timeout here. But again, we've got some great sponsors. They're on your screen right now. Again, thanks to all of those folks. We'll talk about them a little bit later, specifically, individually. And
from the 48-yard line, it's fourth down. Fourth down and 1.
So fourth down and 1. Springfield Central out of the timeout. We'll see what they have here. And they're not going to get much of anything. My apologies for not getting the screen back on there for that play. Do apologize for that, but it's going to be fourth. I think he's short of the first down. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be closer than I thought. The near side official is right about the line to gain. Far side is a little bit shorter than that, and I think they're going to measure, and if they do, this is news in recent high school football, and at least for the Tigers, to get measurements in back-to-back games. We had a couple last week at Paola. Stretch that sucker out, and I think he's got it. Let's see what the official says. Do they have to get the index card out again? It was pretty close, I will say that. I don't know that it was touching the chain there, but it was really close. The Gene Steratore that brought an index card out one time during an NFL game, I think it was. Either way, it's first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Their first down of the game, I believe. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. That's Martin. He's going to go right up the middle. He's got a big hole. He's going to get taken down from behind, but a big gain on the play. A couple of Tigers look like they're getting up a little bit slowly, but looks like they're going to be okay. And Donovan Martin, the quarterback, with a nice scamper right up the middle for Springfield Central.
From the Tiger 34-yard line, first and 10 Bulldogs.
So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. This time they'll hand it off. And it is Dongi, and he's going to get a big gain for another first down. He went to his left. They got a flag come in, and that may be holding. One of the offensive linemen for the Bulldogs is smacking his helmet there. like it might be on him, and that's what they call. So holding on Springfield Central. They've had a couple of those big plays called back due to holds or due to penalties. That derailed their first drive, and it hopefully for the Tigers derails their second one. Let's see where they mark the ball now after the penalty, as it will be first down, and yeah, they're going to say first down and 20. Holding is, of course, at least in high school, is from the spot of the foul, so sometimes it's not always exactly 10 yards from the previous spot of the play. Now, oh, nice job by the Tigers. Looking like the Chiefs' defensive line right there as they got in the backfield and a loss of a couple more on the play. That was Dongy once again, I believe. Ryder Newton with the stop that time for Fort Scott on the defensive side of things. So it'll be second down now, and we'll call it 22. A minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Martin rolls to his right. He's going to keep it and gets the 2 yards that they lost on the previous play back, but that's about it. So it'll be third down and about 20 here for Springfield Central.
Held up by several Tigers. On the top, number 44, J.C. Gross. Gain of 2 on the play.
So third down and 20 after a gain of 2. Clock is under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Now back to pass. Adams, he'll roll to his right, throws it over the middle. It's incomplete. He had a man wide open, but they dropped the pass. And that'll bring up fourth down and 20. And we'll see if Springfield decides to punt it or if they're going to go for it on 4th and 20 here. Ball is on the Fort Scott 44-yard line, so it's in plus territory for the Bulldogs.
No gain on the play.
And if they kick it, they'll be kicking with what little breeze there is here. You might hear that coming through the microphone a little bit. It is, we are up at the top of the bleachers, of course, here at Prairie Field, so we're getting a little bit more wind than they may be getting down on the field, but they're going to go for it. 4th down and 20, back to pass. Looked like they were trying to set up a screen. They let everybody go. Now the quarterback's going to make a move, makes another move, but he gets to the 30. It's taken down. A big gain on the play, but not nearly enough for the first down. He's going to be about 6 yards short. So the Tigers will take over on downs. 1st and 10, Fort Scott. Ball just outside the 30-yard line.
First down, Tigers. From their own 30-yard line.
So first down and 10 for the Tigers, just outside of the 30-yard line. Rogers hands it off to Hyatt. He's going to get around the left side. Oh, and a shoestring tackle by Central. Takes him down after a gain of about 10.5. They're going to mark him down at the 41, but that'll be plenty for the first down. With Chase Hyatt, who had a pretty good game last week for the Tigers.
From the 41-yard line.
Trying to keep that going again here tonight, and that may be the final play of the first quarter here. Clock is down to 10 seconds. Looks like Fort Scott's going to run things out. The play clocks are not on tonight. Not sure if there was an issue with that or if they're just not using them tonight. So we don't have that visual for us, at least. But that is going to be the end of the first quarter. So Fort Scott with the lead 8-0 over Springfield Central after 12 minutes. So a good first quarter for the Tigers. Again, we've got a lot of really great sponsors that are helping us out this year with our broadcast here on Duckbait TV. We'll go through a couple of them here as we are in between quarters. Highway 3, modern personalized fleece name blankets, fun and unique personalized gifts. Follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, which is shophighway3.com. Looks like we're ready to go here for the beginning of the second quarter. Tigers again leading this one 8-0. And pitch goes to Hire around the right side. He will make one man miss. Can't make the second guy miss. They're going to blow it dead. He got wrapped up. He did not go down, but got wrapped up, and they blew the whistle. So there is a flag down. We'll see what that's about. Unfortunate there for Hire. But it would have been wiped out anyway because of a hold on the Tigers. So just underway in the second quarter. Fort Scott with the lead 8-0. First play of the second quarter is a holding penalty on the play for Fort Scott.
Ten-yard penalty stops the ball at the 31-yard line. First down at 20 from the 31.
Again, thanks for joining us on Duckbait TV. I don't know how well I got this out last week, but if you are watching us on Duckbait TV on YouTube.com, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That'll help us out as we go along this season. Tell you more about that in just a minute. Colton Rogers going to keep the ball himself, goes over the left side. He's going to get all of the penalty yardage back and a lot more. He did not get enough for the first down, but he does get down to 46-yard line. So once we get to, at Duckbait TV, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will start archiving our broadcast automatically, which will obviously help you all out when you're trying to watch things a second time. Handoff there goes to Cal Cousins. He's going to be really close to the first down marker. He needed the 49 of Central, and that's about where they put it down. Are they going to say first down? They are going to say first down without a measurement. So Fort Scott is going to pick up a first down here and keep possession rolling. So, again, if you help us out, hit that subscribe button. We get to 1,000 subscribers, then we won't have to do anything, upload things afterwards like we did last week. Took about an hour close to an hour and a half, really, to upload the game once we were done with things. So for those wanting to watch it later, maybe you're here at the ball game tonight, want to watch it afterwards, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That'll help us out, get to that a little bit faster as we go through the season this year.
On the carry, number 3, Chase
Hire with the carry that time for Fort Scott. Gets around the left side for a pickup on the play of about 6. They're going to place the ball down at the 43-yard line. Second down, we'll call it 2nd and 4 for the Tigers.
From the Bulldogs 43-yard line.
Handoff goes to Allison. Jasper's got it and gets taken down right near the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of a half a yard or so on the play. But Central was able to sniff that one out. And it'll bring up third down for the Tigers.
From the 43-yard line.
You do say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 4 here for the Tigers. Handoff goes to Allison this time right up the middle, and he will get the first down, I believe. See exactly where they mark it. But the official on the far side, the line judge on the far side, is telling Chains to go ahead and move on down because he got enough for the change of downs. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The Fort Scott Tigers with the lead 8-0. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV. Again, if you're watching us and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. There's no cost to subscribe to our channel. But if you hit that subscribe button again, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will go ahead and archive our broadcast automatically. So want to make sure you do that. Here's a run by Colton Rogers around the right side, and he will get down to about the 20-yard line. He had a huge hole off the right side tackle, and he does get stopped, but they'll say he's down to the 21-yard line. So he got into the secondary before he was touched, and a big gain again for the Tigers. So first down and 10 for Fort Scott. Ball will be placed, as I mentioned, on the 21-yard line. So, again, Fort Scott moving the ball methodically here on this possession. Their third of the contest, and nothing there for Colton as he gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. Fort Scott's first possession ended in an interception. Colton had Dub Chipman over the middle, but threw it just a little bit behind him, and the defensive back for Central was able to break in front and intercept the pass. Second drive, of course, was a touchdown. This is the third drive for Fort Scott, trying to get a second score up on that board. Second and 10. Fort Scott, to this point, has avoided those mistakes that we've seen them make the last couple of years. Looks like they're going to overload the right side of the line. They're going to run motion that way also. Colton's going to keep the ball right up the middle. He gets near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. It looks like maybe the 13, maybe the 14. So that will be third down, and we'll call it 3 for the Tigers coming up, or just under 8.5 to play in the second quarter.
Gain of 7 on the play. Third down and 3 from the Bulldogs' 14-yard line.
Fort Scott's going to hand it off to Cal Cousins. He makes one man miss, makes a second man miss, gets to the goal line. They're going to say he's down just shy. So they mark him down just shy of the end zone. It'll be first and goal for the Tigers. Cal with a couple of nifty moves, one to the right, one back to the left, and was just short of the end zone, as it'll be first and goal from the 1-inch line for Fort Scott. See if Colton will keep it this time. Nope, they're going to hand it to Cal. So why not? Got him down there. Why not give him the 6 points too? And he does. Touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown, Cal Cousins. That'll make it 14-0. And I'm sure Fort Scott will go for 2 here. Again, their quarterback, safety, and PAT specialist, Lennox Van, is not playing, at least at the moment. He did suit out tonight, but he has not made an appearance on the field just yet. He was dealing with some concussion symptoms towards the end of the game last week, had to come out. So Fort Scott back to pass it this time. They're going to throw it over the middle, and it's knocked away incomplete. So they do not convert on the 2-point conversion there, but they still lead at 14-0 with 7:40 to play here in the second quarter.
That Tiger scoring drive took 10 plays, covered 70 yards, resulted in 6 points. Your score, Tigers 14, Bulldogs 0.
Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition here in Fort Scott. Contact Jamie by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2 Painting SEK. Or call them at 620-605-2769. Again, that phone number for H2 Painting LLC, 620-605-2769. So Fort Scott with the 14-0 lead now over Springfield Central. 7:40 to play here in the second quarter, and another squib kick for the Tigers. Still loose on the ground, but it is finally picked up. Nice hit by the Tigers as they will take down, looks like Jasper Allison with the tackle there. They will take down the runner for Springfield Central. And that will bring up first down and 10 for Springfield Central at the 30-yard line.
Spotted out the 30-yard line of the Bulldogs, 1st and 10, Central.
So first down and 10, Central. Again, ball on the 30-yard line. Got quarterback out of the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball to Adams, and he got up the kind of over the left guard for a pickup of about 6.
Gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4.
So 2nd and 4 upcoming.
6-yard line.
Springfield Central kind of in a shotgun formation of what the Tigers do. And a run to the left side. Ball came out, but it was late. Came out late as they rule Adams down by contact.
Devin Adams. On the stop for the Tigers, number 10, Zeb Shipman. Gain of 3 on the play.
So third down.
From the Bulldogs 37-yard line, it's third down.
3rd and 3, it looks like, for Central. They will hand it to Adams again. He'll try to run around the right side. He's going to be really close to the first down. We'll see if they're going to mark it right at the 40, which is the line to gain for them, and that will be another first down for Springfield Central.
Gain of 3 on the play. Enough for a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 40-yard line.
Quarterback Martin this time going to keep the ball. He will get to, well, the line of scrimmage. That's it. A lot of flash there, but he is taken down. He is a sophomore, so a young guy for Springfield Central, of course. They do not have heights and weights listed on their roster, but he is a sophomore. Adams, the main tailback, is a senior, so he's got some experience. Martin out of the shotgun once again. He'll take the snap, looks, throws far side. It is complete. Little hitch route there, and it's a gain, a positive gain of about 6 or 7 on the play, but not enough for the first down. It'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 4 for Central. Looked like Dalvin Adams was the receiver on that play.
Get a 5 on the play. From the 46-yard line.
He is also a senior. Wonder if Dalvin and Devin are twin brothers. It's possible, I guess. Handoff this time goes to Devin Adams. He'll come to the near side and got maybe a yard positive. He ran, well, the field is 53 yards across, right? He probably ran 25 yards to gain 1. Actually, none. They're going to place it right at the line of scrimmage. So 4th down and 4 for the Central Bulldogs.
From just across the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs.
So Fort Scott has had some great pursuit here in the early going against the Bulldog offense, and now we're going to have a whistle. It looks like Central is going to call another timeout. So 4:34 to play in the first half, and Springfield Central takes their second timeout of the contest thus far. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. Again, that number for Chad Cousins and 1842 Wealth Management is 215-9240. Chad's brand new sponsor with us this week, and we've got a new camera coming on the way, so hopefully some better picture for you because of Chad's generosity and donation and sponsorship. So huge shout out again to all of our sponsors. We could not do these broadcasts without these folks. I mean, it's been I want to say daunting task just because of the work we've put into it. That makes it sound like it's been not fun. It's been amazing. I've really enjoyed this, and really enjoying what we're seeing from the Tigers here as we're back to play. And he's short of the first down. He needed 4 and maybe got 1. That was Donovan Martin, the quarterback, and he kept the ball to the left side and did not get enough for the first down. So the Tigers turn over Springfield Central on downs once again. That is the second time tonight that the Tigers have been able to pull that off. And now Central will go back on defense as the Tigers have a chance to increase their lead. And remember, Fort Scott gets the football to start the second half also, so they could really make some room between them. They're going to try to throw down the middle. He's got a man open. It's higher. It's caught. 10-5. Touchdown. Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown. Chase Hire on the reception from Colton Rogers. Right down the middle of the seam. The Tigers, they've been baiting Springfield Central all night with their running game. This time they let their athletes take control, and it pays off for a huge touchdown pass for Fort Scott. They'll go for 2 again, and if they can get a quick 3 and out, they may be able to score again before halftime. We'll see. Hand it off to Jasper. He'll get up and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 22-0. Fort Scott with the lead. 4:21 to play in the first half.
Tigers scoring drive took 1 play, covered 47 yards, resulted in 8 points. Your score, Tigers 22, Bulldogs 0.
Then you need to stand up.
Setting the kick for the Tigers, number 60, Jacob Adams.
So the Tigers kicking it off, and they will do another squib here. Picked up by one of the up men. He'll run to the left, get taken down right near the 40. They'll put it down about the 39. The Tigers with the lead here, 22-0, 4:18 to play in the first half.
On the top for the Tigers, number 87, Malachi Katie. Return taken to the 38-yard line of the Bulldogs. First and 10, Central.
We'll get it at halftime. So first down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. A roll to the right with the quarterback, trying to direct traffic, throws a duck down there, and it's knocked away and incomplete. I believe that was Dub Chipman on the defense there for the Tigers.
Broken up by number 10, Dub Chipman. Intended for number 8.
It wasn't really a duck, but it was a wobbler as they got it down there. But the Tigers knock it away. It'll be 2nd down and 10 here for
Gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the Bulldogs' 38-yard line.
Martin back to roll to his right again, throws it over the middle. He's got a man open, and he's caught. It'll be close to the first down and may mark it for the first down. We'll see here. And it looks like they're stopping the clock to move the chain. So it is a first down for Central.
From Martin to number 3, Dalvin Adams on the play. On the tackle, number 7.
Dalvin Adams with the catch that time. You can flood an area with enough receivers. One guy is bound to come open somewhere along the route, and that's kind of what they waited for there. They waited for Adams to come open, and he did. Fort Scott bringing a blitz, roll to the left, trying to get Martin out in some space, and he will take off and gets hit right near the line to gain, so he's going to get about 10 on the play. We'll see where they mark it because he did fall forward, and I believe enough for the first down there. So they're into Fort Scott territory now. Ball's going to be placed right near the 41, kind of in between the 40 and the 41. So it'll be 1st and 10, Springfield Central right there.
1st and 10 Bulldogs from the Tiger 41-yard line.
So Martin with the snap out of the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. It is complete that time, but taken down near, well, a gain of about 3 on the play. Looks like Colin Bales with the catch that time. I believe that is an O there for Colin. So Colin Bowles with the catch. 2nd down and 7 upcoming for Central.
2nd down and 7 from the Tigers' 37-yard line.
Martin rolls to his left and now runs back to the middle and gets maybe a yard, but that's about it. 3rd down here for Springfield Central. Tigers hoping to get another 4th down opportunity on defense here and possibly a turnover on downs. There is 2 minutes to go here in the quarter, and now we got a whistle, and the Tigers are going to take a timeout. 2:03 to play. Fort Scott will take their first timeout.
Timeout Tigers, their first charge timeout of the half.
So 2:03 to go. Coming out of the timeout, Springfield Central will have a 3rd down, and we'll call it 6, about 5.5, really. Ball is right at the 36. And they need to get just past the 31. So, yeah, about 5.5 yards or so for that first down.
36-yard line, it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 5.
Martin back out of the shotgun. He'll roll to his right. They're really trying to utilize that to get him some sight down the field, and it's going to be enough for the first down as the receiver that time, Colin Bales, carried a Fort Scott Tiger a few more yards, so he's going to get down inside the 20. Ball will be placed at the 19. So ball is at the 19-yard line.
From the Tiger 19-yard line, first and 10 Bulldogs.
Martin rolls to his left, looking, will shovel it. Little Patrick Mahomes there, and he's able to get, I think, the first down again.
Pass complete to number 9, Rowan Hart.
Rowan Hart, the receiver that time. And that will put Central in a first down and goal. So again, the Tigers leading this one 22-0, coming up on a minute and a half to play in the first half. With Springfield Central, their first sustained drive of this ball game. They've turned it over on fourth down a couple of times. Fort Scott is forced to punt also.
First down, goal to go, Bulldogs.
And now we got a whistle here. This looks like a false start maybe on Springfield Central. At least that's what the Tigers are saying, and that's what the call is. That's their first penalty on this possession. That has the potential to kill drives, especially in high school. And so
5-yard penalty, stops the ball at the 9-yard line.
That's been the case so far tonight, but this is the first penalty on this possession for Central. Two receivers to the right of the formation, one back to the left. Again, the quarterback, Martin, out of the shotgun. They're going to try to scoot somebody out. Lucas Ryan, it looks like, out a little bit further. Get some better splits as they're going to try to run a screen to him, and pass is incomplete. Not exactly sure who was supposed to be the intended receiver, as Colin Bowles went out like he was going to block and then spun around like he was the intended receiver, and that's where the pass went. But it was incomplete. 51.3 seconds to go. Don't forget, stay with us at halftime as we're going to have the dance team performance as well as the band performance here on Duckbait TV, one of the cool things we get to do here in Fort Scott. So make sure to stay with us for that. Pass over the middle. It is complete over there on the far side near the goal line. It'll be inside.
Pass is complete on the play.
I thought it was close to the 3. That's maybe where they're marking it. The near side official was back closer to the 4, and now we got a whistle here with 33 seconds, and Central's going to call their final timeout. So Bulldogs take their last timeout. 33 seconds to play here in the first half.
The Bulldogs' last timeout of the half.
Scoot this way. So again, all 3 timeouts now have been taken by Central. And they will come out of this timeout, attempting to get something on the scoreboard here.
From the 3-yard line, it's third down. Third down, goal to go.
As the Tigers lead at 22-0. Third down and goal for Central. Handoff goes to Dongi, and he will get maybe a yard or 2, but not enough for the enough for the touchdown. And so that'll be fourth down and goal. Springfield trying to go hurry here as it's down to 16 seconds, now 15. And somebody jumped. Did they draw the Tigers offside? Or was it Central? Nope, it's the Tigers. So that'll move it half the distance to the goal. And the clock stops with 12 seconds to play. Still fourth down. And again, unlike a couple of times last week, Central does have to score a touchdown on this play, and they do, as Martin goes over the left guard for the score. So with 10 seconds to play, Springfield on the board for the first time here tonight. It's 22-6. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to attempt a two-point conversion. Looks like they put the ball right in the middle. It's your choice on a two-point conversion where you have it. The quarterback, Martin going to keep it, and he will not get the two-point conversion. So good defense there by the Tigers as they stuff them on that one. So 10 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Fort Scott with the lead, 22-6. Over the Springfield Central Bulldogs. Fort Scott does have a couple of timeouts left, but unless they get a big return on this kick, I would imagine they'll probably just go to halftime with their lead. So 10 seconds to go. And Devontre Vaughn will kick off here for Springfield Central. And they will kick it right to one of the Tiger up man. That's Shaw with it. He's a good athlete, can get outside. He's going to try, but he gets taken down right near the 35. So 4 seconds to play here before halftime.
On the stop for the Bulldogs, number 14, Devin Adams.
So the Tigers, again, pretty much one play to go. I would imagine they'll either run something fairly simple or they will just kneel it and go into halftime with the lead here. It's 22-6. Tigers ahead. Fort Scott will run it right up the middle. Cal Cousins makes one man miss. A flag comes in. Cal trying to go backwards to try to go forwards. And a nice little move by Cal. Tries a stutter step. Does get taken down. It may be coming back because of a flag. And if that's the case, they may just say, let's go to halftime. We'll see. We'll check the flag here. Cal tried. He knew. And it looks interesting, I'm sure, to you guys watching on Duckbait TV, what he tried to do there, but he knew that this was the last play. So you got to do everything you can to try to get in the end zone, and so moved back. They are going to call a flag on the Tigers here, so we'll see and they're going to decline the penalty to take us to halftime. So that will be the end of the first half. Again, your score, Fort Scott 22, and the Central Bulldogs from Springfield, Missouri, 6. So a great first half for the Tigers, right where they left off in the second half last week. We'll see if they can keep it going after halftime. Again, don't go anywhere. We've got the halftime performances. First, it looks like by the Fort Scott Tiger Band, and then also by the Fort Scott Tiger Dance Team. So stay tuned with that. We're going to try to do a couple of things with a halftime graphic here. So we may lose the picture for just a moment, but hopefully we won't lose it long term. But stay with us here on Duckbait TV. Again, we've got the halftime performances coming up in just a few moments. Okay. Yeah.
Football fans, welcome to the field for your halftime entertainment. The Tiger Pride Band, under the direction of Justin Robinson and drum major Casey Gomez. Tiger Pride Band.
Way to be, Robert.
And now, welcome to the field, the Fort Scott High School Tiger Dance Team. Performing tonight are freshmen Cody Casper, Lillian Jackson, Sydney Lane, Ellen Regan, Kaylin Westcoast, sophomores Barley Heimer, Kenna Miles, juniors Kendall Armstrong, Grayson Brown, Abby Eastwood, Annabelle Gorman, and seniors Jaden Messer, Mackenzie Robertson, and Jersey Wood. Ladies, your music is on. And now welcome the Fort Scott High School cheerleaders. Looks like your cheerleaders will be performing their routine from cheer camp, for which they received first place.
think they restarted the clock. Well, 3 minutes after this goes down.
In 2018, the Kansas State High School Activities Association created the KSHS8A Performing Arts School of Excellence Award, which is modeled from the National Forensic Commerce Society National Award. This award is a way to celebrate the performing arts through the tremendous work of school districts, high schools, performing arts departments, directors, coaches, sponsors, parents, and of course our wonderful students. Awards are given to high schools that scored exceptionally high in debate, speech, music, and theater over the past year. 1 overall winner, 6 finalists, and 11 other schools received recognition for a total of only 18 schools over the entire state of Kansas. Fort Scott High School was recognized as one of the 6 finalists that were recognized for this award. Fort Scott was also the only 4A school named a finalist. Special congratulations to teachers and coaches in these departments. Debate and speech, Tyler Clinker, choir, Whitley Chesney, band, Justin Robinson, orchestra, Carson Phelps, theater, Lindsay Finn. One more round of applause for everyone involved that made this special recognition possible.
Excuse me. I gotta go.
Josh, why didn't you look over? I was gonna get a good picture. Why didn't you look over? I was gonna get a good picture. You did it? I did. lot of dogs.
Alright. We're taking him home. So. Yeah. You want me? I don't think she eats really like she needs to.
Oh,
I raised that even more.
okay. All right.
That's going to stick out.
It's okay. And that's okay with me.
Get it over everybody's heads. Everybody's head.
No, I didn't see that. Did she call you in the middle of the dance team performance? Welcome back. As we are just about ready to get the second half underway here tonight at Prairie Field, I'm Tony Abatey. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV. Trying to get the scoreboard reset before we get the second half going here. Fort Scott has the ball first, or will hopefully have the ball first. A line drive kickoff of one of the frontline Tigers. Kind of bounced awkwardly, but Fort Scott was able to cover it, so they will take possession in very good field area of the field. "46-yard line is where they're at.
Number 52, Wesley Cox. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. First down, Tigers.
First play of the third quarter is a run to Jasper Allison, and now we got an injured Bulldog on the field. So we got a minute. Again, we'll thank our sponsors. Again, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us out, making this go this year. Highway 3, modern personalized fleece name blankets, fun and unique personalized gifts. Follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check their website, shophighway3.com. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition here in Fort Scott. Contact her by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. H2 Painting LLC, the right way, the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. 1842 Wealth Management. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management financial advisor. Contact Chad for more information at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. Tigers trying to pass play there, and it got blown up by the Bulldogs. Looks like Colton was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So third down, maybe even a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 2 upcoming for Fort Scott.
3rd down and 2 from the Bulldogs' 46-yard line.
And got 2 receivers split out, one to the near side, one to the far side. They will hand it off to Allison, who had a big gain on the first down play, and he has a big gain again on this play. Ball's going to be close to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 32. So a big play there for Jasper and the Fort Scott Tiger offense.
14-yard pickup on the play, enough for a Tiger first down.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. Now we got a whistle and a flag that stops the play, so probably a false start on the Tigers. So that'll back up Fort Scott 5 yards. 22-6 is your score. The Tigers with the lead over Central High School out of Springfield, Missouri. Again, if you're just joining us here on Duckbait TV, first of all, if you haven't done it yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That will help us out as we go along this season. Mentioned earlier, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, to our channel, YouTube will go ahead and automatically archive our broadcast. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. There's no cost to do that. Just hit that button and tells YouTube that you're watching us. Here's a pitch after the stoppage of play to Cal Cousins. He gets around the right side, breaks loose of 1, 2, 3 tackles, still going. He's going to be close to the first down. I think he's got it down to the 20. Cal Cousins just keep going and going and going, a little bit like the Energizer Bunny. And Springfield Central not able to get him down before he picks up the first down.
Gain of 17 on the play, enough for a Tiger first down.
Fort Scott has been able to move the ball well here tonight against Central. They had one drive that was a turnover. And then their last drive of the second quarter was ended by the halftime clock. Other than that, they've scored touchdowns on all their other drives. So there are 3 other drives, and now Colton running to his left. He'll get out of bounds right near the sticks. I don't think he got enough for the first down, but a gain of
Run out of bounds by number 2, Devontre Vaughn.
a gain of 8, maybe 9 on the play. So it'll be second and short here for the Tigers.
Gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2 from the Bulldogs 12-yard line.
Rogers back under center and dropped the ball. Fumble snap. That was an issue a year ago, but he's able to get back on top of it and maybe gained a yard on the play, all told there. He does. Actually, he didn't get the first down, but he's really close to it. So about a yard and a half pickup on the play after a fumbled snap. That was a big issue for the Tigers all year last year, but especially when Colton was the quarterback there in the middle of the year. First time that's happened, though, this year for the Tigers. They get a clean snap that time. Handoff goes up the middle. Allison inside the 5. It'll be first and goal, Fort Scott. I think they got down to the 4, so first down and goal for the Tigers. Again, 5 possessions for the Tigers in the first half. This is their 6th. They've scored touchdowns on 3 of them, and the other 2 was ended with an interception and the halftime clock. So first down and goal for the Tigers, trying to get their 4th score of the night. Colton keeps it around the right side, trying to look for a hole, looking for a hole, and will get there. Touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown, Colton Rogers. So that'll make it should make it 28-6. They'll go for 2 here and get in. I think that was Jasper on the carry. So that'll make it 30-6 Fort Scott. I'll have to fix that scoreboard as it says 3-6 Fort Scott, but it's 30-6. And as they check the scoreboard here, we will check our scoreboard on Duckbait TV.
That Tiger scoring drive took 8 plays, covered 54 yards, resulted in 8 points. Your score, Tigers 30, Bulldogs 6.
So the Fort Scott Tigers with a big lead here now at 30-6. Always good to see the Tigers with a lead like that in the second half. Your local agent for home and auto. Your local State Farm agent for home and auto. Contact Cale Nelson for a quote. Visit Cale's website at calenelson.com. or give them a call at 620-223-2828. And Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call at 620-223-0300. And if you call at the right time of the day to Liberty Savings, you will talk to me. I will answer for you. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to anybody listening, but anyway, a roller on the kick that time, finally picked up there by Springfield Central, and they will get out to the, I don't know, about the 36, 37 maybe. And that's where they will set up shop. Again, the Tigers trying to keep the ball away from the athletes of Springfield Central. We'll be back again next week here on Duckbait TV. Again, make sure to join us if you're not here at Prairie Field. The Tigers will host the Independence Bulldogs next week. So second week in a row they'll face the Bulldogs. Hopefully the scoreboard with 9:02 in the third quarter looks like this in favor of the Tigers next week also. Central with a handoff there. It's Dongi. He'll get around the right side and gets pushed out of bounds. I think he maybe even lost a yard or two on the play. So that'll be second down. They've tried to get their athletes on the edge, but they have not been able to block the line enough, or even the linebackers enough for Fort Scott to make that possible. Fort Scott has been able to string those athletes out, the running backs and wide receivers, and by the time the back has a chance to turn it upfield, he's at the sideline, and that's a good thing for the Tigers. Here's a roll to the right for the quarterback. He's, just as I mentioned how good they were, they got behind the line, and Donovan Martin carries it into Fort Scott territory. He rolled to his left initially, then came back to the right, and Fort Scott kind of bit on that initial move. And so when he went back the opposite direction, he had a wide open look for a lot of green turf. Gets it down to the 43-yard line of Fort Scott. 8.5 to play, coming up on 8.5 to play in the third quarter. Tigers leading at 30-6. Again, thanks for joining us here on Duckbait TV. Really excited to be able to bring you this coverage this year on YouTube.com. Here's a flag that comes in, so Martin got about 6 yards on the carry if it stands. Flag came in from the official and was standing in the Fort Scott defensive backfield, so we'll see if this is a hold on the Bulldogs or if it's on the Tigers. And they're going to say not sure if that was holding or face mask, but either way, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. High school still has the 5-yard incidental face mask penalty.
Against the Tigers. Penalty spots the ball at the 30.
Either way, it's a penalty on the Tigers, and it gives Springfield Central a first down. So first down and 10. Ball now on the Fort Scott 32-yard line. Quarterback out of the shotgun again, throws it near side, a little bubble screen, and not much blocking there, but they're going to get out, and oh my goodness, he's just running around trying to find somebody, runs into a couple of his own teammates who are just kind of standing there, finally gets wrapped up by a couple of Tigers and thrown down, a loss on the play. That is Dongi on the carry, and he came to the left, back to the right, back to the left, ran into a couple of his own linemen who just kind of standing there. Not giving him a whole lot of support. And it's going to end up being a loss of 2. So good pursuit for the Tigers. And it'll be second down and 12. Handoff goes to the right side. That is Adams on the carry, and he's going to get inside the 30. I thought he got further than that. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 29, so it'll be third down and about 6, maybe even 7 for the Bulldogs.
From the Tiger 29-yard line, it's third down. Third down and 7.
Third down and 7 here for Springfield. Fake the handoff. The quarterback, Martin, keeps it around the right side, busts through, and gets the first down.
On the carry, Donovan Martin.
So it'll be a first down for the Bulldogs. Just under 7 minutes to play here.
Get a 10 on the play.
Hey guys. You're getting really close to our camera, guys. Can you move? Hey, guys, can you move that way? You're getting really close to the camera. Thank you. So just under 7 minutes to go. Martin with the pass near side. It's caught. Little floater. And a nice tackle by the Tigers. The receiver out here was Dongi. Had to slow up to make sure he made the catch. He was open. It was one of those, if that pass is a little bit tighter of a spiral, he might have been able to scoot on into the end zone, but he had to wait for it, almost like a punt. And the Tigers were able to collapse on him. He did get a couple of yards after the catch, but not much. 2nd down and 2 upcoming for Central. Excuse me. Quarterback rolling around. Now will try to move it up the field. He will get through the hole and gets into the end zone. A flag comes down. So we'll see what that's about. Donovan Martin with the carry. But we'll check the flag. It is on the field a touchdown, but again, we'll check the flag. Now it looks like an injury timeout as one of the, not sure which Bulldog that is, but there's a Bulldog down at the goal post, back behind the end zone. Not sure if that's a cramp or exactly what's the issue there, but we'll have a stoppage for the moment. Put our sponsors back up on the screen again. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors here for Duckbait TV. The penalty is on Springfield Central, so that'll wipe the touchdown away. So they'll have to go again. 6:23 to go in the third quarter. It's 30-6. Fort Scott leading the Central Bulldogs from Springfield, Missouri. Again, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors. You can see them there on your screen. This has been incredible, the support that we've gotten here for Duckbait TV. Really pleased with that. So thanks to everybody out there. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to everybody who's been watching us the last 2 weeks. We're going to be back again next week. We are planning, if everything works out, we are planning, I haven't told Delatorre this, I guess, but we're planning on being at the volleyball game on Tuesday. Hopefully that works out and we can do that. Fort Scott has a tri-match or whatever they call that, where 3 teams are coming in, maybe a quad, actually. 4 total teams. 3 other teams have come into the Fort on, I believe it's Tuesday next week. And we're planning on doing that. We'll have a couple of volleyball matches for you this season as well, but we're going to stick mainly to football in the fall, and then we're going to do, are planning to do boys and girls basketball also this winter, and some things in the spring also. But looking forward, not trying to get too far ahead of myself either with some of this, but looking forward to doing this. This has been something as the player for, I can't quite tell the number. Oh, it's Martin, the quarterback. So he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him there on that previous play. As he went across the goal line, he got hit and the ball came out. Would not have mattered. He was already across the plane for a touchdown, but he may have gotten the wind knocked out of him a bit there. So we'll see. It is kind of warm. It's 74 degrees at the moment. So it's not nearly as warm as it's been, of course. So we haven't seen a lot of cramping issues, but I thought that might have been the case initially, but I think it was just maybe the wind got knocked out of Martin. So we'll have a new quarterback for Springfield Central, at least for one play.
2nd down and 12 from the Tiger 21.
It'll be 2nd and 12 from the 21. It looks like Joshua Jensen, a freshman, is in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. So they replaced the sophomore with a freshman. He'll take the snap, drops straight back, throws over the middle, and it is nearly intercepted by the Tigers. 3rd down and 12.
Joshua Jensen, the new quarterback for the Bulldogs. Pass ball's incomplete on the play. On the coverage for the Tigers, number 10, Dub Shipman.
Yeah, I couldn't quite tell. I thought that was Dub there on the coverage, and PA announcers confirmed that. So Dub with the good defense there for the Tigers. And now it is 3rd down and 12, and you still see Joshua Jensen, the backup quarterback, in there. And a flag comes in late, but that was kind of an obvious one, as they're going to get illegal motion
Procedure is the call against the Bulldogs.
on Springfield Central. They had a receiver on the far side, Colin Bowles, who was motioning to inside, motioning inside, and then one of the receivers on the near side was also motioning in. So you can't have two guys going in opposite directions at the same time with that motion. So that's a penalty. It'll be third down and about 17 now for Springfield Central. They got the correct man in motion. They'll throw it over the middle. It is nearly intercepted. Batted around.
Breaking up the play, number 44,
And J.C. Gross, who was in on a lot of plays last week for the Tigers, done a pretty good job tonight as well. Nearly had an interception. And he had some space to run if he could have made that pick cleanly. He had some room in front of him. Quarterback just threw it right to him. Now, Martin back out. Looks like Martin's back out there for Springfield Central on this fourth down play. Fourth down at about 17. Ball's on the 26-yard line. We'll throw it to the far side. He's got a man open. It's caught over there, but right near the initial first down marker. Now we got a whistle and a flag comes in. A couple of them late. This may be. We'll see if it's on Central, as Jasper Allison went flying out of the corner of my eye. So the play, if this is on Central, Fort Scott can decline the penalty and take the play because the ball will turn over on downs at the Fort Scott 21. And they're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct on.
Two penalties on the play, both on the Bulldogs, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is it two penalties on the same guy, or is it two penalties on two different players? So they said two unsportsmanlike penalties on Springfield Central. Fort Scott's going to decline both of those, it looks like.
Both penalties are declined by the Tigers.
You only get an allotment of personal fouls before you're ejected from the game, and I think it's two. So I don't know if they called both of those on the same player. And it may not matter since Fort Scott declined the penalties anyway, but
from their own 21-yard line, first and 10, Fort Scott.
Fort Scott football now, ball on the 21, so first down for the Tigers, 30-6 with 6:01 to play here in the third quarter. And now this may be the referee explaining to the coach that he's got somebody that's been ejected. That may be the lengthy discussion here. I didn't quite see what happened. I just kind of looked out of the corner of my eye. Jasper Allison was kind of flying through the air, it looked like. So can assume that somebody didn't like something Jasper was doing and tried to make him pay for it, but didn't work out in a positive manner for the Central Bulldogs. Here's a run by Cal Cousins, and he gets, six? Or maybe five. Nope, about six. Or five.
On the top, number 75, Jalen Miller. Get a 5 on the play.
I probably should see exactly where they mark it before I actually say, but that was another one of those instances like what we had last week where official on the near side was at 1 yard marker and the official on the other side was a yard off. So anyway, handoff goes back to Cousins. He's going to spin around and bowl forward. He's going to be really close to the first down, and they will give him the first down. Ball on the 31. So they'll stop the clock here momentarily. Again, that's a new rule in college. If you watched some college football last week, they have changed that ruling on the first down time stop. The clock does not stop on every first down in college anymore. It is just within the last 2 minutes of each half that's the case. So in this situation, if say it was the Greyhounds, for example, or I don't know if JUCO, say it's KU, for example, the clock would not have stopped on that first down. But since high school has not adopted that, the clock does stop for a moment until it's ready to go, and now it does again. So old timing rules, nothing has changed in high school. The changes happen in the college, at least at the NCAA level. And so, yeah. Run to the left here by Heyer, and he's going to get another first down for the Tigers and out of bounds.
Number 3, Chase Heyer, the ball carrier.
So another good gain for Heyer and the Tigers. 4:46 to play
Number 29.
in the third quarter. And we've got an official timeout. Here's somebody's tying a shoelace. Again, Fort Scott with the lead 30-6. We'll be back here next week as the Tigers will host the Independence Bulldogs. First SEK battle of the season. Looking forward to getting Independence in here. It was a game that Fort Scott won last year down in Independence.
Number 5, Cal Cousins, the ball carrier.
Cal with the carry that time. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 off the left side, and that looks like another Bulldog slow to get up. They've got some big hog mollies along the line. And again, it has not been, temperature-wise, has not been nearly as hot this week as it's been in the previous weeks. However, we still are on turf here at Prairie Field. That makes things a little bit hotter down there on the field. And still kind of a warm night, as my watch is telling me it's 74 degrees out there. So down there on the field, it's probably closer to 80. And a lot of these guys, there are not a lot of guys on the roster for Central. I haven't kept perfect tabs on it, but they've had a lot of guys going both ways, especially on the line. And that's where it really benefits teams to have guys either only on offense or defense, especially on the line at this level of high school football, because you get a break. And a lot of these Springfield Bulldogs have not gotten a break because they've had to play both ways. So something Fort Scott has dealt with recently, not as much this year, as a lot more depth for the Tigers this season.
Number 70, Dane.
That's always great to see, as it's Dane Lynch, one of their linemen, who's being helped off the field. This may be more than heat-related. It looks like his left leg is being or he's walking gingerly on the left leg, so that may be more than just heat-related. But either way, Fort Scott's going to have a 2nd down and 7 with about 4.5 to go here in the third quarter.
2nd down and 7 from the Tigers.
Tigers trying to open up their home slate with a win this season. There's an injury timeout, so Tigers were looking like the clock should have started. I don't know that that's the case on an injury timeout. And now Cal runs around the right side. He got past one guy, couldn't get past the second. Gets taken down from behind, but another big gain for Cal Cousins. He is showing off some major athleticism here tonight, as he gets around the right end for a big gain and another Tiger first down.
17 yards on the play, enough for a Tiger first down. 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs, 37-yard line.
It looks like he will come out for a quick breather, as the Tigers will send Cedric Martin in at wide receiver. They also have put Brady Messer in the game at running back. Messer, a 5'9 junior. Heyer on the near side at the tailback position. He'll get the pitch going to the left. Heyer gets around the left again, and nice job as he will pick up another first down. Does get forced out of bounds right around the 25. But again, enough for the first down, and Chase using that speed he has Man, the Tigers, I tell you what, with Hire and Cal back there, the speed and agility of those two guys can really help you out. And then once they get – they've had a great night tonight anyway, but once they get Van back healthy, putting Colton back in the middle, or even Jasper Allison. Jasper's played that position more this year than Colton has. Colton was there last year most of the time. Jasper with the carry. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a short loss on the play. But either way, the Tigers have some very athletic backs that have quite a bit of experience. As you Tiger fans know, these guys have been pretty young the last couple of years. Now most everybody is junior or senior on this team. That's going to help them going forward. That experience matching up with their age and maturity level. A little bit better than it has the past couple years, and the Tigers are showing it here tonight, leading this one 30-6 late in the third quarter. And Jasper got the handoff, but again got hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls to the side, maybe picked up a yard, but that's about it. We'll see where they put it down. Actually, they're going to say lost a yard. I thought I heard a whistle early, and that may have been the case. They may have blown that dead as they had Jasper hung up there. So it'll be third down, and we'll call it 12. Back to pass. Throw over the middle. Got a man. It's open, and it is complete for it is a first down. He needed the 17. Chase Hire, the receiver on that one, needed the 17. Got the 15, maybe in the 14. Looks like they do place it at the 14. So first big first down, big gain on the play. It'll be first down and 10. Again, ball at the 14, so they can still get a first down here without getting a touchdown, but Tigers going to want to get that touchdown too. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Run there. It's going to go right back in the line. Looks like Colton kept it that time, and he got stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, maybe even pushed back a yard or two. So it will be second down and 11 for the Tigers.
On the stop, number 9, Rowan Hart. Loss of 1 on the play. Second down and 11 from the Bulldogs' 15-yard line.
So Chase gets around the corner. He will go down. He's going to get the first down. He's going to be taken out at about the 2-yard line. Another good gain for Chase Hire.
On the stop, number 4, Jalen Dongi.
So first down and goal for the Tigers. Clock stops as they go out of bounds with 1:05 to play in the third. And Fort Scott with the lead. 30-6 is the score. Colton's going to keep it this time, and he will get in the end zone. Touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown, Colton Rogers.
Number 16, Colton Rogers on a 2-yard touchdown run.
So 36-6. Colton going to roll to his left, and he will get stopped just shy of the goal line, so he will not make the 2-point conversion there. But, again, Fort Scott with the lead. 36 increases their lead, 36-6. With 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors here on Duckbait TV, as we've got some good ones this year. Throw them up on the screen, let you check out those folks again. Thanks, again, so much to our sponsors for making this possible. A shout-out to the school district as well, as they were okay with letting a second broadcast team come and do these games for the Tigers. So, again, thanks to Coach Delatorre. I know he's the athletic director. I'll probably always call him Coach Delatorre, but thanks to Coach Delatorre. Thanks to Destry Brown, superintendent, for letting us come and be the second group here covering the Tigers this year. We're really excited about it. A brand new way to watch your Tigers this fall, and looking forward to our schedule coming up. Again, we're going to have no JV football this year, but we will have the varsity game next Friday, as the Tigers will host the Independence Bulldogs here at Prairie Field. So, again, if you can't make it out to Prairie Field, do tune in on Duckbait TV here on YouTube.com. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, as that will help us out. We'll kind of explain that for those who may be just joining us. Here's a squib kick for the Tigers. Springfield Central will take the ball, nearly taken down there, and spin him around a little bit. Got to get him on the ground. That is Devontre Vaughn, and he will get a couple more yards on it. He's out to the 40-yard line. First and 10, Springfield Central. But again, if you hit that subscribe button there on your screen, that will help us out. It'll help you out too. If when you the next time you sign into YouTube, it will show you can hit the subscriptions down at the bottom, and that'll bring up everything that you've subscribed to on YouTube and bring it up first. So it'll be really easy to find us the next time you tune in if you hit that subscribe button. Also, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will they feel like that's enough people to say, hey, people are caring and watching this channel, so we're going to go ahead and archive things automatically, and that'll help us out quite a bit. We posted the game afterwards last week after recording it while we did this, and it took about an hour and a half to upload. So just a heads up, it'll be much easier if we get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Here's a pass back over the middle, a little bit of Patrick Mahomes there, and Donovan Martin once again. It's going to be completed for a first down, but he rolled to his right, threw all the way back across his body, and the Tigers couldn't catch up to the receiver until he got to the ball. So it'll be first down, Springfield.
First and 10, Bulldogs from the Tiger 43-yard line.
First down and 10. For Springfield, again, Donovan Martin had to take a couple plays off there on the last possession. But he's back in there now for the Bulldogs. Throw over the middle. It's complete, but a huge tackle there by, I believe that was.
Complete from Martin to number 7, Colin Bowles. On the stop for the Tigers, number 9, Ty Marbury.
Ty Marbury on the tackle for Fort Scott, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter.
On the play. That concludes the third.
So after 3 periods of play, the Fort Scott Tigers lead this one over the Central Bulldogs from Springfield, Missouri. It is 36-6. Fort Scott with the lead. We'll take a short break and put our sponsors back up on the screen for you guys to check out, and come back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. So as we start the fourth quarter here, second down and about 4 for Springfield Central. Quarterback again back to pass. He's throwing it down the the far sideline. Higher in defense there, and they're going to get a pass interference, I believe, on Chase Higher as he was face guarding down the sideline. And the officials, unfortunately, didn't appreciate the way he was doing it.
On the coverage, number 3, Chase Higher.
A lot of officials will give you a break if you turn around to look for the ball. Chase did not do that time. He just kind of face guarded and did make some contact. Play very similar to that in the Chiefs game last night. It worked out in Kansas City's favor for a penalty. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for a Chief victory last night. You saw KU is leading Illinois 34-7, I believe. Might even be more than that. 34-7 in Lawrence tonight. And a pass incomplete there for Springfield Central. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 after the penalty and the first play after the penalty.
On the coverage for the Tigers, number 7, Jasper Allison.
A lot of buzz in Lawrence, Kansas this year for the Kansas Jayhawks. Great season a year ago in comparison. They went back to a bowl game for the first time ever. Or not first time ever, but first time in a long time. Coach Leipold doing a great job there in Lawrence. Manhattan ought to be pretty happy themselves also, as they are the defending Big 12 champions. Of course, K-State defeated TCU in the championship game last year. And here's a sack as Donovan Martin gets taken down on the backfield. Malachi Cady with the sack. So Fort Scott pushing Springfield Central back.
From the Tiger 27-yard line,
It'll be 3rd down and about 15 for Central. Call it the Fort Scott 27. Martin out of the shotgun, 1 back to his right. 3 receivers to the left of the formation with 1 on the near side. He'll roll to the right, looks over the middle, throw is nearly intercepted and knocked away incomplete.
Pass broken up by number 22.
Brody Gomez was the defender that time for the Tigers. Got a hand in there.
No gain on the play.
So again, a lot of times they will tell quarterbacks,
from the 27-yard line,
don't throw across your body.
4th down.
I know that guy in Kansas City does it very well, but he's one of the only ones. And we've seen that a lot from Donovan Martin tonight, trying to roll to his right, throw back to his left, and just hasn't worked out. Like Springfield Central has wanted it to. And Fort Scott, for their part, they've stayed home and read the play. So they've done a very good job defensively, too. Rolling to his left, throws down the middle, and it's deflected and I think caught by Springfield Central. They're going to give him the touchdown. I believe that was Colin Bowles on the catch, and I think it was Chase Higher who got his hands on it defensively for the Tigers, but he got enough of it to where it popped straight up in the air and was able to be caught there by Colin Bowles. So unfortunate bounce there for the Tigers. That'll make it 36-12 in favor of Springfield, or in favor of Fort Scott. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to go for 2. Again, 10:25 left to go here in regulation. Tigers leading at 36-12, trying to stop them on this 2-point conversion attempt. Low snap, picked up by the quarterback, and he's not going to get enough to get it in for the 2-point conversion. So 2-point conversion attempt, no good. And with 10:25 left to go in the fourth quarter, it is Fort Scott 36 and Central 12. So 36 to 12. 10:25 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Fort Scott will get the ball back and try to execute again on offense here. Try to build that momentum going into their first SEK League game next week. Somebody running on late here for Springfield Central. Guy that scored the touchdown, Colin Bowles, running on late. Fort Scott has 9 players right up within 5 yards of where they're supposed to be lined up, or at the 50-yard line. So they've got 5 on the 50, the other 4 on the 45, anticipating a short kick. And that's been the case really from both teams all night, is the short kick. They do have a couple of guys back deep. Looks like Cal on this side. Actually, it's higher. He's going to run up and take the ball. He'll run right through the line and get out to the 40.
Stop made by number 33, Trayvon Brown.
Maddox Robinson was the other man in formation, receiving formation that time for the Tigers.
Ball spotted at the 40.
Chase Heyer with the return, and he gets it all the way out to the 41-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Tigers. And ball on the Springfield Central 41-yard line. And you don't want to do anything too crazy here if you're the Tigers, but you just want to have another opportunity to execute the offense. Colton Rogers back under center for Fort Scott. And they will hand it off.
On the carry, number 7, Jasper Allison.
So second down. Second and about 5.
Stop made by number 3, Dalvin Adams. Second and 5 from the Tiger 46-yard line.
Handoff this time goes, it looks like, to Jasper again, and he will have a huge hole out across the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. So a big gain for the Tigers.
On the stop, number 14, Devin Adams.
Run right up the middle. Clock rolling at 9:24 and counting. Pick up on the play about 18 yards. And again, enough for the Tigers. Enough for another Tiger first down here. So it'll be first and 10, ball at the 36-yard line on what's turned out to be a pretty good night tonight for the Tigers, both on the scoreboard and weather-wise. I say that we're getting a little bit of a breeze kicking up now, but been a pretty nice night temperature-wise. Tigers putting it on Springfield Central. Here's a run around the left side, and Heyer will get down the field and get shoved out of bounds.
Number 3, Chase Heyer.
He does get the first down. It's inside the 20. They're going to spot it at the 19. Devin Adams on the tackle that time for Springfield Central, and he came up. The initial touch he made on Chase Heyer, we do have a flag down on the far side, but the initial touch for Adams on the near side was right around the collar, right around the top of the shoulder pads, which is a horse collar penalty, but he let go of it right away and continued to push Heyer out of bounds. And now we've got a personal foul on the Tigers, unsportsmanlike conduct on Fort Scott. Coach Graham is not happy about that. Flag down on the far sideline. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what happened there. I was watching the ball over here on this side, so. Wow. They're going to mark this all the way back inside Fort Scott territory. They're going to put it down to 49-yard line. So that wipes out a first down run by Chase Heyer. And the ball's going to be on the 49-yard line of Fort Scott. They got to go all the way down to the 26. So it's first down and 25 after that penalty. Colton Rogers gets a bit of it back there. As he will take the ball down to the 42. So he's back inside Springfield Central territory. Ball at the 42. Second down and about 17 or so. We'll call it 16. Gain of 9 on the previous play. Again, the play clocks are not working here tonight, or they're not on, at least anyway, so I'm not sure the reasoning for that. So we're not sure exactly where the play clock is, but the game clock is down to 7:42. And a pitch to the near side here for Chase. He's going to run right up the side, and he will turn it up the field is what I was trying to say there, and he will get positive yards to about the 33. So it's going to bring up third down and very manageable for the Tigers here. It'll be about 3rd and 6 all told. Gain of about 10 on that previous play. Actually gain about 9. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Ball on the 33. They've got to get to the 26. So you got 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Fort Scott went with a hard count that time. They're going to get 5 free yards.
Offsides is the call against the Bulldogs. 5-yard penalty. Spots the ball at the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd down and 2 after the penalty. Pass far side. He's got higher open. It's going to be complete for a first down. They're going to get down inside the 15. They'll spot him out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Rogers to number 3, Chase Higher.
And that was a perfect play there for Fort Scott. Colton took a really good drop back and then a very nice lead on the pass to hit Higher in stride and give him another 5 or 6 yards probably after the catch because he didn't have to wait on the ball to get there. So nice job by the Tigers. 6:43 left to go here in the 4th quarter. 36-12. Fort Scott on top of Springfield Central. Handoff goes to Cal. Shakes one tackler. Shakes another, gets inside the fight. Going to be really close to a first down. They needed the 4-yard line. He may have it. That gain of about 10, maybe even 11. So 1st and goal for the Tigers now. And another, tell you what, Cal Cousins is outsized by pretty much everybody he's going in contact with on the Springfield Central defense, but he is shaking most of those guys away and gaining yards after contact. They call that yak yards, of course. So 1st and goal for the Tigers. Ball just outside the 3. Clock rolling, 6:10 to play. 5 seconds on to snap the ball. They do get the play off. Oh, they're going to call touchdown. The very delayed call by the far side official. The near side official just came in at the 1. He thought it was short. So Fort Scott with the touchdown there. That'll make it 42-12. So touchdown, Fort Scott Tigers. Touchdown, Cal Cousins. Sorry for the delayed call there, but the officials had a pretty delayed call themselves. Another instance where Cal just shedding tacklers and getting across the goal line. So Fort Scott to attempt a 2-point conversion here. 5:58 left to go. They have not attempted a PAT all night. Again, Malachi Van was suited out earlier tonight, but has not played. trying to keep him as healthy as they can. He is still in his pads down here, but again, it might have been one of those situations. The pass is incomplete, intended for Cedric Martin, so no good on the two-point conversion. The score remains 42-12 in favor of the Fort Scott Tigers with 5:58 left to go in the contest. Again, it looks like, and I don't know this, but it looks like one of those things. If Fort Scott got in a pickle, they could have put Lennox in there if they needed his athletic ability, but they have not needed Lennox Van tonight as they are leading 42-12 with just under 6 minutes to go.
6 points, your score, Tigers 42, Bulldogs 12.
We'll update that scoreboard for you here on Duckbait TV.
Setting the kick for the Tigers, number 60, Jacob Adams.
So Jacob Adams to kick off again for Fort Scott. They've had a lot of line drive, worm burner style kicks here tonight, trying to keep it away from the athletes of Springfield Central. This one's a little bit deeper this time. It's going to be taken back near the 21. One way, now the other, goes Springfield Central, and they've got a whole long line along the sideline. Ball popped out, but it's going to go out of bounds. Devontre Vaughn with the return. He got it right around the left side, had a big hole that way, and then right at the last minute got popped, and the ball came out, but it does go out of bounds. So Springfield Central will keep the football. 42-12. Fort Scott with the lead. 5:48 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Fort Scott running a couple of subs on the field now. A great opportunity for these Tigers to get some experience. It's been a long time since Fort Scott has had a score like this. They've won games, of course. They won a couple of games last year, 2 games to be exact, and they were both last-minute type games. The game against Coffeyville, of course, the very memorable double overtime win against Coffeyville here to end the regular season, pitched to the near side, and it's going to be taken by Adams. He'll get down the field and out of bounds. That's Devin Adams. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 36-yard line of Fort Scott. So a pickup of about 7 on the play. Brings up second down and 3. 2 years ago, the Tigers only won 1 game, and that was a last possession game as well down at Labette County. So it's been a couple of years since Fort Scott has had a game like this where they can kind of breathe and work on some stuff in the second half. Here's a throw to the far side. It is complete over there.
Pass is complete on the play to number 7, Colin Bowles.
Almost looked like Wasp.
On the stop for the Tigers, number 4, Maddox Robinson.
Chiefs fans probably know what I'm talking about. As the receiver got in between a couple of Fort Scott defenders that time. The Tiger defensive line had a pretty good rush, but just couldn't get to Martin in time. And it's a big gain for a first down. So first down and 10 now for the Bulldogs. And a run here, and again, some collapsing from the Tiger defensive line. A flag comes in. We'll check that as well. But the play was a loss of a yard or 2 by the quarterback. And it'll be a penalty. It looks like a holding on the Central Bulldogs. So 5:06 to go here in regulation. 42-12. Fort Scott with the lead over Springfield Central. They will push
10-yard penalty.
the Bulldogs back. It is a 10-yard penalty, so they'll put it back at the 29-yard line. It'll be first down and 20. Back to pass Martin. He'll step up. Now he jukes a move, and now he's got some room to run. He will run down inside the 20. So he got the penalty yardage back and maybe another yard or two on top of that. It'll be second down and long here for the Bulldogs. About second and we'll call it 9.
Can't even 11 on the play.
Don't forget, we've got a plan. We're planning on being at the Tiger volleyball match. I believe it's this upcoming Tuesday. I need to check my dates on that, but they've got a home quad, and we are planning on doing that. A couple other volleyball dates this season. Not a lot, but a couple of volleyball dates for you. Excited to get that going, and we'll start with that home quad coming up. Pass. Oh, nearly intercepted. We got a flag coming in, and that may be a late hit on the Tigers. Hopefully not, but Martin took a shot. And we'll see what they call, I believe.
Cannon, number 2, breaking up the pass play.
Caden Cannon was the one coming in to deflect the pass away that time for the Tigers. Coming up from safety or linebacker position. Officials still trying to sort out the flag. It looked like the official threw up a couple of different signals before deciding on roughing the passer. And Coach Graham is not happy about that. Almost like he forgot what the signal for roughing the passer is. Hopefully that was not the case, but either way, it's a first down automatic for the Bulldogs, and now the quarterback, Martin, gets taken down. He went backwards, and backwards some more, trying to get away from the Tiger pursuit, but couldn't do it as Fort Scott, a whole host of Tigers, bring him down to the backfield, back to the 24-yard line, so a huge loss on the play. It'll be second and goal from the 24, and I think we got a timeout. It's an injury timeout or a team timeout. We'll see here in just a second. Yeah, Springfield Central is going to take the timeout. They're trying to get some momentum going for their next game, I'm sure. They were 1-1 coming into this one, but again, they have not beaten a school the size of Fort Scott over in Missouri since 2015. And that was Marshfield, I believe. Some folks over in the Nevada area might recognize that name. I wrote it down here somewhere. Yeah, they defeated Marshfield 38-22 back on October 2nd, 2015. So, yeah, the last time Springfield Central beat a team the size of Fort Scott, the Kansas City Royals were the American League Central Division champions, embarking on a World Series title. So it's been a while. After that, they had a 53-game losing streak. And you play 9-game regular season and everybody makes the playoffs in Missouri. So it's a 10-game season. So over 5 years of not winning a single game. And so now Springfield Central, again, probably, I didn't look up the enrollment size, but probably as big as Pittsburgh High School, if not bigger. And they play a lot of schools the size of Girard and Colgan and Frontenac over on the Missouri side. They were 500 a year ago, but lost in the first round of the playoffs. So they'll be competitive in their league and on their schedule, but the Fort Scott Tigers have had a great night against them here this evening. 2:50 left to go in this one. It'll be 4th down and goal now.
Get him 6 on the play.
And the ball is on the 20.
The Tigers' 21-yard line.
21. So again, 4th down and goal. So Springfield Central has to score a touchdown on this drive, or the Tigers will get it on turnover on downs. Roll to the right. And taken down. Good pursuit by the Tigers. Looked like J.C. Gross again in there.
Made by number 44, J.C. Gross.
And it was not a sack. The quarterback was able to get rid of the football, but was incomplete. And so that'll turn the ball back over to Fort Scott. 2:41 left to go here in regulation. The Tigers leading this one 42-12. Again, thanks for joining us on Duckbait TV. If you're watching and you haven't done it yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen. Again, that'll help us out. As once we get to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will automatically archive our broadcasts. Run here for the Tigers. They'll run it near side. And that's Jasper Allison. He's going to get a big gain for a first down. Ball's going to be down at the 40-yard line, so pick up about 20 on the play for Fort Scott.
On the stop, number 3, Dalvin Adams. Gain of 19 on the play is enough for a Tiger first down.
We'll say 19 on the carry. Fort Scott, again, with a big gain, and now they're going to try to run some clock, it looks like. 2:30 to play. And without the play clock, a couple of things that the Tigers are doing here is there is a play clock active in every high school football game in the state of Kansas. Most schools now have the technology to be able to put those clocks in the end zone, much like you see it in college or pro level. As carry there for the Tigers going to be close to a first down. They may have to measure, but they're going to have to get, I believe this is Rowan Hart, who is the injured Bulldog. So we'll have to get him off the field. They will give Fort Scott the first down without measuring, so it'll be first down at midfield. But like I was saying, a lot of high schools now have the technology to be able to put that clock in the end zone. For whatever reason, it's not running here tonight for the Tigers, but the official, the back judge, so the guy standing in the deep part of the defensive backfield, he'll put his hand up when that play clock gets to 5 seconds. So that'll tell the Tigers, hey, there's 5 seconds left. You better go ahead and get the ball snapped. And those are signals that those officials used for just about everybody not too long ago, before everybody started putting those play clocks in the end zones like they do now at the high school level. And a carry there again, and that is Aiden Ogren with the carry. 6'2" sophomore for Fort Scott, and another Bulldog down, injured. So clock will stop with 1:35 to play. Again, don't forget, we will be here next week, next Friday night, with Duckbait TV, as the Fort Scott Tigers will host the Independence Bulldogs and start their SEK slate for the season. Looking forward to having that one as well here on Duckbait TV. Again, huge thanks to all of our sponsors for making this possible. I mentioned last week, this is pretty special for my wife, Delyn, and I to be able to start this company and be able to start these broadcasts here on YouTube.com. So, again, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. As this may be a little bit more serious of an injury than just a cramp or something like that for this Bulldog player on the ground. So we'll go through our sponsors again. Again, huge thanks to all of our sponsors. H2 Painting LLC, the right way, the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2Painting SEK, or call them at 620-605-2769. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information at chad@1842wealth.com. Of course, that's an email. Or you can call Chad at 620-215-9240. Devontre Adam looks to be the injured Bulldog, and they're going to carry him off the field. That does not look good. Hopefully he's okay, and he'll be able to return this season for Springfield Central, but that is not a good look right now as he is struggling to get off the field with that injury. Your local agent, or State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote. Visit Cale's website at calenelson.com or give him a call at 620-223-2828. Just about ready to get back at play here for the Tigers as they've got first down and 10, ball on the 40 or 35, and they're going to try to let the clock run down here. As we'll see that official, and he sticks his hand up there. 5 seconds on the play clock, and now the Tigers will take a knee, and they will try to get out of here without any more injuries or anything like that here tonight. As the Tigers will get their first win of the season, first chance to go down and ring that victory bell down on the corner, just outside of Prairie Field. And a very good night for the Tigers here in this one this evening. 30 seconds left to go. That should do it as the Fort Scott Tigers win this one here tonight. Your final score, Fort Scott 42, Springfield Central 12. Congratulations to the Tigers on getting the win here tonight. As that clock continues to roll down, they will not have to snap it again, so they'll line up for the handshakes. As, again, the Tigers with the victory here this evening. And improved to 1-1 on the season. So, again, and congratulations to Coach Graham and the Tiger football team as they get their first win of the season. They even their record at 1-1. And, again, they will take on Independence next week here at Prairie Field. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call them at 620-223-0300. Highway 3 is modern personalized fleece and name blankets. Let me do that again. Modern personalized fleece name blankets, fun and unique personalized gift. Follow Highway 3 at their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. And Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition here in Fort Scott. Contact Jamie by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Again, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors for making this possible. We would not be able to be here without the sponsorship help that we have gotten this season. and we're excited. We're excited to keep going. Like I said, we're planning on being, I believe it's Tuesday. I'll have to check my schedule and make sure to check our Facebook page and our channel on YouTube, as we will post more about that coming forward. But I believe it's this upcoming Tuesday. The Tiger volleyball team will host a quad, so we are planning on being over there. We'll get the lowdown on the schedule and how all of that works. I'm excited about that. Volleyball and softball were the first two sports that I was able to broadcast when I was in college and started doing this. So I'm excited to get back to broadcasting some volleyball, and we'll have that for you on Tuesday night. So make sure to tune in if you're not in the Tiger Dome that night. Make sure to tune in to us here on on Duckbait TV, as we will have that for you on Tuesday. And then, of course, next Friday back here at Prairie Field as the Tiger football team hosts the Independence Bulldogs to start their SEK League schedule here this season. It'll be next week, of course, so make sure to join us on Duckbait TV for that one as well. For my dad, Willie Abatey, on the camera tonight, I am Tony Abatey, and this has been Fort Scott Tiger football on Duckbait TV. Good night, Kansas.